Is it just me or does Aunt May seem like the true villain in Spider-Man 2? I just rewatched Spider-Man 2 and I was surprised at what I actually seen. I have not seen this movie for so long. I looked at the ratings on IMDb and on Rotten Tomatoes and they were extremely high, so I said, "Okay, I think I've seen this movie before, possibly when it came out. Let me watch it again to let me see how good this movie is." Usually when a classic movie is really good, I would have watched it over and over again for years. So this would have been my like 10th or 12th time seeing Spider-Man 2. But in this case, this might have been my second time seeing it. And I was not surprised why I didn't see it, why it's not on my rewatch list. The movie is good, but just like the movie Bullet Train, the first hour and a half of the movie is kind of mid, kind of boring, kind of okay and all right. Nothing too crazy, nothing too spectacular. There are little exciting plots and scenes here and there. Some little things get complicated. Um, but the last 30 minutes is where all the action and all the excitement is. In this movie, Spider-Man or Peter Parker loses his strength or his superhero whatever, and he tries to get it back. And here's a fun little Easter egg for you Spider-Man fans. If you read the manga Fake Red, um that has Spider-Man in it, or a fake Spider-Man in it, the suit, the Spider-Man suit that Spider-Man throws away, the character in Fake Red picks up and wears it. I reviewed that manga in my channel a few videos down, but that's besides the point. I was watching this movie and I was like, man, you know what? Peter Parker has so many toxic relationships and friends and family that were really pissing me off in this movie. MJ, Aunt May, and his friend that becomes the Green Goblin or something like that. The Green Goblin's son or Green Goblin 2. Those three people were completely toxic in this damn movie. Number one, Mary Jane. She was acting like she was in love with Peter Parker and wanted him to make a move while being engaged. She wanted him to make a move and do something while she was engaged to another man. That's next level toxic. And then you got Aunt May, who's going through a repossession. Peter Parker is trying to live his own damn life and rent his own apartment, and he comes home to a surprise party by Aunt May, and lo and behold, in this surprise party, she has her repossession envelopes right there in front of the counter for Peter Parker to find very easily. In my personal opinion, Aunt May wants some pity, wants to show Peter Parker like, oh, I need help and all that crap, but also giving him guilt trips, talking about how she misses Uncle Ben. Like, you know what? Uncle Ben fucking died a long ass time ago, and he wasn't like a young buck when he died. He was already old. He lived his life, and he died butting in with a criminal. This movie has a terrible message. Sometimes you have to give up on your dreams to do what's right. That's the message in this movie. Now, I don't know if I completely agree with this stupidity, but when I heard Aunt May say that, I was like, you know what? This bitch is too toxic. taking Peter uh taking Peter Parker to the bank, trying to get her home refinanced. Like, why are you taking him? And then they get attacked by Doc Ock, and Peter Parker runs away, and Aunt May's like, "Don't leave me alone." Like, bro, the guy's he's going to beat up Doc Ock. So Spider-Man and Doc Ock are fighting in a bank, and Aunt May is there. And Spider-Man gets thrown into the outside, into the street, onto a car. And what does fucking Aunt May do? She goes right in front of Doc Ock and gets her ass captured by Doc Ock. Like, if you see that shit happening, run the opposite direction. Run home. Get away from the bank. Don't stand there in front of that villain. If there's a villain fight going on, I'm not gonna stand right in front of the villains fighting, so that the villains could use me as a damn victim or some sort of hostage. So what ends up happening is Aunt May becomes a hostage to Doc Ock, and now Spider-Man has to save her. And they're fighting on the side of a building, and uh, Spider-Man is losing his powers. He can't throw no webs. He's shooting blanks, and he can't hold on to things. So it's just further complicating shit. I guess Spider-Man is stressing out about something. If you ask me, I think it's his toxic relationships with his friend, his female friend, and his Aunt May that are really stressing him out. Plus, his landlord is a piece of shit. And the one girl, which is a landlord's daughter, that tries to actually give him some comfort and give him some goodness, he completely fucking ignores, and he goes after a married woman, Mary Jane. The story is all sorts of messed up, but putting all that crap aside, the movie was pretty good. The CGI was very bad, but it's the type of CGI that you would expect in that era. And I was thinking maybe they could fix some of this movie with modern CGI, or do something to fix that, and put it to renew the film, make it look more modern. So overall, I would say the movie was pretty good. It's not incredibly rewatchable. There's no point in rewatching it. It doesn't have strong rewatchability unless you're a diehard fan of Spider-Man, which he is not the best superhero, because I mean, everybody's seen this movie. At the end of the movie, they pollute a river with nuclear waste. So they create a nuclear reactor and they drown it in the river. So they completely poison the lake with radioactive material. They poison the river with radioactive material, and Doc Ock dies. So that's not a good superhero. Plus, he was more worried about Mary Jane than the entire fucking city of New York or wherever the hell he lives. So Spider-Man is a hero, not the best hero. He he does his best, but he fails pretty miserably in this movie. If it wasn't for his words and convincing Doc Ock to commit suicide, then he wouldn't have won. He wouldn't have won the battle, because Doc Ock was kicking his ass. Um, by chance, there was water that drowned his electrical parts and short circuited him or something. But yeah, I mean, it was cool. It was all right. It was a good segue to Spider-Man 3, which I'm not sure if they did. Did they do a Spider-Man 3, or did they switch it up already after 3? before 3. I'm gonna have to see if they did a Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire. I mean, the movie was alright. It was okay. I would say it's probably low B tier, high C tier. So I would put it in the B tier for now, just to be safe. But I think with time and with more movies that are coming out, this movie's gonna fade away. If they revamp, well, what they gotta do in this Marvel Universe thing is they gotta completely stop making Spider-Man shit. Spider-Man movies, Spider-Man shows, Spider-Man don't make any Spider-Man stuff. Wait like 20, 30 years till that generation dies, and then launch Spider-Man 1 again. And maybe they could save the franchise. So it's a good movie, and since I'm a physical media collector, I always recommend uh, if people should buy or not buy a movie. This one's kind of a classic, so it's good to have it, but I wouldn't pay more than $2 for this movie. Not for the Blu-ray, not for the DVD. I think maybe Blu-ray, probably $3 max. $3 max for the Blu-ray, $2 max for the DVD. And the disc has to be in perfect condition. The case, who gives a crap about the case? The disc is the thing that's important. Disc has to be practically brand new. One little fingerprint is fine. One or two little fingerprints, as long as they're not huge fingerprints, just little on the edges, that's fine on the disc. But no heavy scratches, no lots of scratches, almost no scratches. Maybe a little bit of dust is fine. And considering that that condition, $2 is max. So the disc that I have the 2-disc widescreen special edition DVD with the slip cover, and it comes with like 10 hours of bonus features and stuff like that. If you have that, particular 2-disc DVD, check the first disc, because the case where you put the first disc is very shallow, and it actually destroys the disc. So you actually have to swap out the case, or put the disc in a better case so that it doesn't scratch up and destroy that disc. So if you have the 2-disc with the bonus features on it, make sure you check it to see that the case is not destroying your disc. Because let me give you an example. I got some bad discs. I got some bad cases. All right, so I have this cheap case, which used to get these at the dollar stores. It's very flimsy. See how like it bends? I don't know if I can show it, but it bends like very easily. And the disc right here on this, there should be a little lip right here. See the little lip right there? That's where the disc holds, and there has to be one in the middle. This one's very shallow. It's very small, and it's very small on this side, so that when this bends, this touches the disc. And if you could see the texture, I don't know if you could see the texture, but this thing is textured. That texture gets on the disc. It happened with this one, and if you have this anime, this is Lady Butler's. This also has a very shallow, look at this little shallow lip on there, and shallow right here. It's completely textured, and the disc gets on that. You see all these bumps? and destroys the disc. Destroys the discs. And it's on the back side too. See? These bumps and the texture and this very thin little thing right here, it doesn't really do anything for the disc, and it destroys the disc. So I completely swapped out those cases and moved that thing into a folder because they're a C tier anime. So always check your cases. Usually the dual cases, the thing that holds the DVD in the middle, that thing is usually very shallow and destroys the DVD. So I would watch out for that.